Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad you're here because tonight it was a good game. It was a really good game. But the Vegas Golden Knights came into Vancouver and won 2-1 in regulation. As you can see, it was a close score. Tortorella came back to Vancouver to coach the Vegas Golden Knights. And funny, people are like, hey, you know, is it kind of neat coming back to Vancouver, a place where you coached? And he's like, you know, I only was here for 1 year. It's not like I was here for very long. And it's like, why do we think, you know, it was so memorable for these players or coaches that don't last long? And we have to feel it's like, hey, how does it feel coming back? He's like, what are you talking about coming back? I barely coached here. And it's a fair point, right? Tortorella was not a good fit. They should have never signed him in the first place. You bring in a guy like Tortorella to coach this team, and you have the Twins. Those guys don't respond well to a guy like Tortorella's style of coaching. It is what it is. So he comes in. He still stays undefeated. They've made a coaching change right before the playoffs, which is wild if you ask me. So Cassidy is available as a coach. Just saying. And so the Vancouver Canucks lose at home. Now, if you went to the game, you're probably very happy at where you ended up. You know what I'm saying? In the way of like you paid the money to go and it was a good game. So the big question tonight, and I know some people come into my stream and have not watched the game. So I've got two big questions. Did you watch the Vegas Golden Knights Vancouver Canucks game tonight? Or are you just here just hanging out or you're watching this later? That's cool too. I have no problem with that. And what did you think about this battle? I mean, they're a playoff team and that kind of stuff. So we're going to get into the storylines and I'm going to dive right into it. Okay. We've got a lot to talk about. I have a video coming out tomorrow. But I do want to talk about this game, and the video tomorrow I want to talk about. Plus I want to get into your comments. So please stick around for that because I'm looking forward to connecting with you. Okay. I know that this is a crazy big question. Did you actually watch the game? The amount of people that don't watch games anymore is crazy, but not crazy. It's understandable. I understand why they don't do that. Here's the thing. But you're still watching content, and I appreciate that. This has been a hard team to watch, but tonight's game was worth it, in my opinion. I thought it was worth it. I loved how close it was, but it wasn't really close. And let me just show you why I mean that. Okay, so by the way, here's what's coming up. That was our sixth last game. We only have 5 left. And when you look at this, so we lost tonight. Excuse me. We lost tonight. I mean, are we going to win another game in April? That's what I'm going to do. I wish we could just win all the rest of these games. In all honesty, wouldn't it be nice to just end the season at 5-0? It doesn't change our record. Well, it changes our record. It doesn't change our draft order. We've already clinched last place. We're getting a top 3 pick. Can you imagine if we go into LA, San Jose, Anaheim, and sweep the West Coast, and then you go home to LA and play LA, beat them, and go to Edmonton, beat Edmonton? That would be awesome. I would absolutely love that. It's a pipe dream, I know, but at this stage, why can't we have nice things too? Okay, so tonight, this is a very interesting game, not only for us, but mostly for the Vegas Golden Knights. They pull into a tie for the Pacific lead by beating us. And this is the last time we play them. Okay. Now, the biggest storyline of the night is not Tolopilo. It's not anything else. It's that we got outshot horrifically. Okay. We're talking about 10 shots total. Okay. So I'm sitting there watching this game and I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? Okay. So it was 15 minutes and 31 seconds into the first period before we got our first shot on goal. Like, our first shot on goal comes at 15:31 or 15:30 of the first period. That is atrocious. Again, look at this. We get 2 shots in the first period. We end up with 11. My apologies. I thought it was only 10 shots. It actually registered all night. It was 10 until the end here. They must have added 1. So 2, and we get a whole 5 in the second period. Oh my gosh. This is like, you can't even make this up. I'm just going to put in here 11 Canucks shots on goal. We'll just have that at the bottom. Okay. So 2 shots, 5, 4, and we get 11. We get 11 shots. And now you're never going to win a game like that unless you score on. Well, I guess you could. If you scored 3 of those 11 shots, then you win the game. I mean, talk about rocket science right there. Hey, obviously the Captain Obvious comment right there, but that is like, where's the fun Canucks? Where's this team that we've been watching the last few games, kind of bringing a little bit more excitement? But if you look at the game stats real quick, now Max Sisson ends up scoring the first goal. If you look at it here, good to see him. His 13th goal of the season. Carlson wins this puck battle, goes to Bluger, over to Sisson, and he just rips it and he scores. I believe it got tipped a little bit as well. The snapshot go up 1-0 in the second period, and then we couldn't score again. So it goes Sisson, Bluger, Carlson with the assists. That's amazing. Not because that was it. That's all she wrote, everyone. That's the biggest thing that stands out. They had 28 shots. They outchanced us, of course. They outshot us. They everything they did. They had more face-off wins. They only had 1 power play. Nobody scored on the power play. We had 5 more hits. They had 5 more block shots. We had they had 2 more giveaways, and we had 6 takeaways. And if you look at it, Vegas sweeps us this year. 5-2 win on February 4th. 4-2 win March 30th was just a few days ago. And then April 7th, 2-1 victory. And that's all she wrote, everyone. That's all she wrote. Now, let's get into a couple more things before I get into your conversation. Before I get into your comments. I'm looking forward to your comments. But actually, we can just keep this here. I do want to talk about Tolopilo. And we've been saying that he needs to play more, that they played Lankinen too much. They needed to give Tolopilo some more reps. Then you look at the game he had. Who did he play? And they end up letting 5 goals in, right? And they sit him and let Lankinen play game after game after game after game. And I get it. He's our number 1 goaltender right now with Demko being out. I get that. But you needed, at this stage when games don't matter, you needed to put Tolopilo in there too. So what do? They coach Adam Foote, in his wisdom, puts Tolopilo back into a starting role against the Colorado Avalanche. At the time, the Colorado Avalanche had scored the most goals for and goals against difference in the entire NHL. They were plus 92. And you're going to go, so Tolopilo just allowed 5 goals in the last game he played, gets sat for how many games was it? 5, 6, 7, whatever it was in a row. and then you throw him in and go, okay. Yeah, so here's the thing. That's insanity. So when Tolopilo lets in a bunch of goals against Colorado, that should be expected. The good news is the Canucks scored a whole bunch of goals and won. But when they threw Lankinen in, he allowed 2 really bad goals too. I think Tolopilo allowed in 4 goals, right? So now, fast forward, Lankinen gets hurt. Tolopilo has to go in, and look how good he played tonight. Like, he needs to have Lankinen, I know he wants to play. I get it. But Tolopilo, they needed to, what do we have in this guy? What is the guy that we're here looking at? Does he have potential to be our backup? Does he have potential to one day be our starter? What is it? Even play him to see not only what you have, but possibly increase his trade stock. That's another thing there. Okay. Another big storyline tonight was EB40. Played decently, I would say. Didn't play great, but he had the opportunity to score, but he didn't get the puck up enough. And that was that one. You're sitting there looking at it and you're going, man, I really wish he buried that rebound. He didn't do it. You get paid to do it. You didn't produce, and you can't blame line mates. You can't blame any excuses. He was right there. Should have scored. He couldn't get the puck over top of the pad that was just laying, horizontal on the ice. Pad got down. He couldn't get the pad up, or the puck over the pad. So disappointing. They also fed it to him on the power play a number of times. And finally, he rips a shot. I thought he was going to score on that one. He didn't. But yeah, too bad. I would have liked to have seen him. I mean, I want to win games now that we've tanked, now that we solidified the tank position. We've totally are in on that top 3 pick. I just want us to win games. That'd be great. Now, the other guy that we need to target was a center. This is what Ratu. Why does Foot not like him? He's literally a face-off monster. So we pull our goalie. We're down 2-1, and Ratu comes in and wins 3 monster face-offs in a row. 3 of them. The 4th one, he doesn't win. We only had 6 seconds left. We end up losing the game. That's what happened. Ratu should be in this lineup. There's no doubt in my mind that he should be playing on this roster. He can play 4th line, no problem, and then throw him into moments like these. 3rd line, he can play as well. The problem is you got Pettersson, you've got Rossi, and you have Bluger, and then you got Ratu as the 4th. He should be the 4th line center every single game, minimum. This guy is the 2nd best face-off guy in the entire NHL, and he can't find the lineup regularly. This makes 0 sense. Foot makes 0 sense. Speaking of Foot, I'm going to show you this right now. I've got one more thing to talk about this game, but I want to bring this up since I got it there. Are there going to be major management moves coming up in the next, I'm going to say after the draft lottery? Is there going to be major moves? This is getting launched tomorrow morning. I think it's 6:45 a.m. Pacific time. Okay. So make sure it's going to be on YouTube to start. I'll post it on Facebook, X, and other places after in the morning. Okay. So, but the question is there going to be major moves? Is it going to be Foot, Rutherford, Alvin? Who's going to get moved? So that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. I've already shot the video. It's ready to go, and looking forward to you seeing that. Last thing I want to talk about during this game, and you guys can add your comments to this game as well. Rossi and Rasmussen, was it a dive or was it interference? We were on the power play. Because of that, at the end of the game, 1:41 left, we should have scored and tied up the game, but we didn't. So what do you think? I shot a cool video on that. I'm going to have a funny, I'm going to post it on TikTok after this stream's done. But I would love to know what your thoughts were on that. Okay, I want to dive in to your comments, everyone. So glad that you're here. I'm going to hit the promo, and then we're going to get right into it. Take a sip of my water while we do that. Get it on to the other side and answer your comments in just a second. All right, so black skate jersey night. It was awesome. Stuart is the first one to make a comment. He was hoping that the Vancouver Canucks were going to get a W tonight. That's good and positive. Thought they were going to win 4-2. Okay, 4-2. Adam Lee comes in next and says that Vancouver is going to lose 8-2, which just didn't. Neither of those things happened. David W says, still time left for the Canucks to tie this game, although it remains close at 2-1 Golden Knights. Maybe for once, defensive awareness ends up being good for the Canucks. The Oilers, meanwhile, I don't care about the Oilers. I don't care about the Oilers. I'm sorry. The Canucks lose 2-1 in regulation. No doubt a close game and very competitive, watchable one. I wished between muting and turning up the volume on that game. The Oilers and Mammoth won. Okay, you keep talking about them. Yeah. Anyways, it's fine. You're allowed to talk about Canadian teams. I just don't. I just care about the Canucks at this stage. Playoffs are coming. There'll be no Canucks in a few days. April 16th is our last game. Coach Rob Willie's in the building. Good to see you, Coach Rob. Navarre said, I did. He watched it. Tolopilo played well. I thought he played really great too. Yeah, Brian thought so as well. So David W. did watch it, and it was a true battle. Yeah, they've instead of those playoff losses. Ruben, my friend, I watched the game. Tolopilo was awesome. Hangai says, I watched the game and still watching Canucks coverage as well. You're awesome. Of course I watched. We want to rebuild, so we need to support, or else management will hesitate and go back. I'll do my part to support the rebuild and give views. Okay. Darren, I thought you were done watching games. Now, Darren, you're saying I'm a clown. If you actually watch that video, I never once said that I'm done watching games. All you did was you just read the title, man, and you didn't watch. You got to watch the beginning of that video, and you'll see what I actually said. I also did a short video of that as well on TikTok. So you can go check that out. I am not being hypocritical at all. I'm still watching. But yes. Rebuilds don't have to be slow. Yeah, they're mostly slow. The Habs are very, very rare to do it in 3. So the Sabres, they took, it was 2011 since the last time they made the playoffs. It can be real slow. Peter is in the building. Good to see you. Getting under 20 shots on goal isn't great. Under 20, we're talking about under 10. We're talking. Tolopino had to be sharp. Absolutely. Sasson, he played good tonight. Mark's in the building. I will be happy if Foote is fired, and also Alvin replace Foote with Malhotra and Johnson as GM. There you go. There's some clear direction Mark wants to do. So, Mark, just a heads up. That video is going live tomorrow. You're going to like this video tomorrow. So stay tuned. Our major moves coming. Okay. Don't know if you're not aware or not, but Lankinen is injured with a lower body injury. Was announced. Yes, I did. I was aware of that. That's what we did. Peter, how did we lose? Well, the goal that, they just outshot us. They outchanced us, and eventually something's going to go in, and that's exactly what happened. It was a close game, but yeah. Galactic Heroes here. Galactic Waffle Heroes as well. At least it wasn't a blowout. That's true. It's true. Like the Calgary loss. That stunk. Okay. So, drinking water tonight. Trev, what's going on? I drink water almost every single stream. Unless we win, then I like to have a pop, or like the Americans say, a soda. So we haven't had a lot of winning. We haven't been drinking a lot of Coke Zeros or Dr. Pepper Zeros or Cherry Pepsi Zeros or whatever they are. So, but I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Dreamer says the future looks bright. Mitolo Pilo's right there. Marcus, to be honest, I forgot that they were on. Got the second and third. Guess I didn't miss much. You didn't miss much as long as you saw the Canucks goal. Brian says, do you think the Canucks will reach 60 points? If not, what do you think the final point total will be in the 5 games remaining? Honestly, like for real, like if I think we don't win a game in the next 5 games. I don't think we win another game. I just don't. Now, I hope we do. I hope we go 5-0. But I would say, if you're going to say, RevTrev, what's your realistic next 5 games? 0-5. 0-5. I know it's hard. It's hard to handle. So I hope I'm wrong. David W says Lankinen injured. I'll have to check out the news. Yep. It was given today. Pepsi Cream Soda Zero is amazing. I have not tried it, and I keep telling my family we should try it. But I'm just worried that I'm going to get it. I'm not going to like it. Then it's just going to sit in my mini fridge, So yeah, that's what's going on. Now, again, just a reminder, everyone, if you haven't followed me yet, and I know most of you are, and I appreciate it, but I'm everywhere. So please hit the like and subscribe, especially the subscribe follow me on YouTube, X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky. I'm literally everywhere. I know that we're tanking this year and hoping to get McKenna. We're also wanting to tank next year and get DuPont. So there's a lot of things that are going on. And then I just did a video yesterday on May 5th, which is the draft lottery. So make sure you go check that video out as well. Where is it? Is this it here? Yes. Let me just show you this one here. So this is what I did last night. If you haven't seen this video, the NHL draft lottery, I talk about in this video. I guess I should have put it somewhere else, like here. So what I did do is I talked about what would happen if the Vancouver Canucks got first pick overall, who they would take. If they get second overall, who they would take. If they got third overall, who they would take or what they would do. So you'll want to check that video out as well. I got a lot of content going on for someone who's not watching anymore, right, Darren? So yeah, there's lots going on. No, I want to close this off and turn this off. Okay, so make sure you check out that video if you haven't. See, Matt, buy a bottle of it if you don't like it. If you have, right? No, I hear you. But I don't think they come in bottles, do they? Of that one, I think it only comes in cans. And can I only do a 12 pack? I think. I'll go check it out. Now that I got it, now it's recommended. I'm gonna go try it. I think they could win 1 or 2 more. 3 out of 5 are away. Yeah, that's fair, Dreamer. I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong. William Terry is here. People used to call tanking cheating. Pens did and got Mario. There you go. Before the lottery teams would compete to lose to get the number 1. Absolutely. And it doesn't make the league better. Tanking doesn't make, if you've got 6 teams or 7 or 8 teams tanking, that just doesn't make for good hockey. I understand. Buy a bottle of it. You don't like it, you have a bunch sitting there. That's what I do when there's a new pop flavor. Okay, I'll try that. Okay. So yeah, so that's those are my thoughts about the game tonight. Talked about Ratu, talked about Tolo Pilo. One thing that I don't understand, and I talk about a little bit in the video that's coming up tomorrow, is why did Coach Foot break up the bro line? It doesn't make sense to me. But the biggest news tonight is only 11 shots on goal by the Canucks, and it's just not good enough. Now, everything that the Canucks are trying to do is we're trying to win the draft lottery on Tuesday, May 5th. I plan to stream that evening. So, and do it live. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe, everyone. Hit the like and subscribe. Now, the Golden Knights win 2-1. Tortorella keeps his undefeated streak going. And then the Canucks just keep its losing ways going. So if we go back to this and we just look at this schedule again, this is not promising. I mean, are we going to beat LA in LA? Are we going to beat San Jose? And San Jose is trying to make a playoffs. Both those teams trying to make playoffs. So we just end up losing to LA just a little while ago. The Ducks are very strong this year. 12. So that's in Anaheim, and then next week is the last home game of the season against the LA Kings. So if you want to go see one more Canucks game, go to the last game. And then on the 16th is Edmonton. Who are they even going to be playing that game? Maybe that's a game where we'll win. That would be fun. Let's win that game. And then we can tell them all year that they stink and then we're the best. So that's any of these games you're looking forward to, let me know, everyone. Let me know. We'll remove this, and I'll just get into the last few comments tonight. Comments. Single-digit home runs. Is that the first time in team history? Apparently, 10 shots is the lowest since 2008. From the Vancouver Canucks. Now, I don't know what it is for 11 shots. I'm not sure. But it's really bad. Hopefully top pick, if not at least a second. I pray Calgary does not get a top 3 or I'll be pretty frustrated. Yeah, it's very possible they could. So I'm interested to see if the Nucks can bump the Oilers out of a wild card spot. Wouldn't that be fun? Dreamer says, I was looking at the arenas, not the teams. I don't think they'll win. Okay, sounds good. What prices out there bet a fortune even for crap seats? What are the prices out there? Yeah, what are the prices? You know what? I got really good seats, row 3 in the balcony for $60. I was able to get, when I went to the Florida game, I could have got seats in row 10 in the balcony for $42. I could have got lower bowl seats for a little bit more than that, of course, but yeah, they were dropping. It might be hard. It's fan appreciation night, I believe, on that last night. So Brian says, yeah, Pittsburgh had Yager and Lemieux, then Malkin and Crosby. I know it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. In 1984, Pens and Devils competed in a tank race for Mario. Smart move. Good thing that Pittsburgh got it. Yeah, they were great. And we could have had Yager. We picked Nedved. He was the center. In any case, I'm starting to fade, but do plan to watch the next Canucks game if I can. Well, that's great to have you here, David. That's a great opportunity for me to bow out as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. 29-minute stream. It's going to be just over 30 minutes when it's done. It's another loss. It's at least it was close. It was worth it if you went to the game. We need to keep that for the fans going. So my plan is to keep streaming all this stuff. I've got lots of content coming up. Tomorrow morning, there's another one coming up. Hope you have a great night. Thank you again for being a part of this channel. You guys are awesome. And of course, always, we still believe in blue. We have to embrace the tank. We tanked, and we have to embrace this rebuild. We really do. And of course, always, go Canucks, go.